Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you all is I'm hitting y'all with something simple but another sneaker investing video, and I want to mention a few shoes. I got the screen recording up, but we're really just going to be getting into a few shoes. One of these I've already mentioned in the video in the past, but it has just started making some great progress, so I'll mention it today as a reminder. I personally think I actually might look into it myself because it is actually a good investment and I think we'll do major numbers in the future. So we'll get into discussing all these. You want to check my Instagrams, any of that down below, feel free. Of course, 50k giveaways right here if you want to check that out. You can win off-white dunk, so go into there if you want to do that. But that's everything. Instagrams will be there. You know, I'm announcing that in about a week. I'm announcing the winner in 10 days, so on the 27th or 28th I think is when I'm announcing it. So 10 11 days y'all will know the winner, and yeah, that'll be underway. So huge shout out to Secret Sauce for doing that with me, and let's get into discussing some sneaker investments that I think can make you all some great money. I don't know what this video title is, but whatever it is, it'll hopefully be related to what I'm discussing here. So the first one, of course, this is the one that I've already discussed that I wanted to mention, is making some great progress right now. Now, of course, certain sizes are going for a pretty hefty amount of money. You got size, what, 11.5, or I don't know, why did they sell this item for 310? Like, there's no bids for 310 right now, but aside from that, basically some sizes are going for a lot more than others, and I think all these will eventually be going for over $200. I think it's pretty easy to see that, and this is the one again that I mentioned is rising right now. You can kind of tell since here around November 3rd, been rising pretty consistently. Like, it dropped all the way down to kind of like 163, 160, even a little bit into the 150 range, and now you can see it's slowly kind of rising back up towards 200. You can see it's at 185 now, so that's already a quick little rise in 2 weeks, a little quick $20. So the market is clearly up on the Jordan 1 Mocha, and I think it's going to continue to rise. So if you've gotten it for retail, whatever it may be, you found it in an outlet or store, then definitely make sure you're buying those, holding those retail pairs. I think it will benefit you much more down the line and be worth a lot more, since Jordan 1s are very wearable, and just with it being a Mocha colorway, I mean, people are going to see that, people are going to get hyped and you know, draw more attention to the shoe. And of course it is that simple color blocking as well. You notice overall, like, I even want these, you know, it kind of looks like there's almost like a velvet or something on the inside, like a pink velvet, which I don't think that's too, like, you know, bad or unnecessary. I actually think it fits with it, but I'm trying to look up and I can't really tell what it is, but it looks kind of like a velvet or kind of like a suede material is on the inside of the shoe, which is kind of odd. And someone's yelling outside. If there's not someone yelling at 10 a.m., you're not in Charleston. My Charleston people can vouch for me on that one. Just facts, especially in this city area. You hear people yelling all day. But yeah, that's pretty much everything to mention right there. So Jordan 1 Low Mocha, I think it's super clean. I would wear this one. I'd hold this one. I'd do anything with it. All I know is that it will be worth more down in the future. And I think by Christmas, this one could be a $230, $250 shoe. We will see. At the rate it's rising right now, if it continues to rise like $20 every 2 weeks, then yeah, by around Christmas, the shoe will be worth around $230, $250. So that's just kind of what I'm saying. So this one, definitely a good hold, and I think their room to rise is there, because a lot of Jordan 1 lows go for a lot more. Look at that. This is just a shadow colorway. This is the shadow colorway. So look at that. Take this one as for reference. I think this one could easily hit those prices. So yeah, this one's just underrated right now. Easy hold call. Very easy. I feel like I didn't even need to, like, you know, kind of mention that one to y'all. If you've been here before, then you would have kind of seen that one and been like, oh yeah, hold. So another one I want to mention too, the Jordan 1 High Ama Manier. What is going on with my voice? My voice was sounding like a voice decoder, you know what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying there. I'm sounding like a tech geek now. But yeah, the Ama Manier ones, I think once all the stock drops, I think in bigger sizes in particular. So what I mean by that is 10.5 or 11 plus. I think we will see the shoe rising pretty well, just with the material and all that. I think the shoe is very clean and overall easy to wear. And with it being one of those collabs that is a little bit more exclusive, it may be one that we won't see ever hit the sneakers app. And if it does not ever hit the sneakers app, then that's obviously going to affect the price of the shoe in the future, and it will, you know, keep the stock more limited. As of now, it's only dropping at Social Status, APB, and also at one more store location. I can't believe Ama Manier. How could I forget that? But yeah, basically only 3 locations where the shoe is dropping. I'm probably going to have 2 pairs secured at 10 and at 12. So I'll wear my 10, hold my 12, and kind of see what happens. I'm only holding retail pairs for now, just to kind of, you know, I guess boost my investments a little bit, if you kind of understand what I'm saying there. But basically just, give myself more profitable ones, only hold the ones I get for retail, and the extra plays I do on the side I'm just kind of selling off right now. But yeah, this one, again, it's easier to wear. That's just kind of one of the main points I want to mention. I think this one will be one that won't have too much attention this year. Like, it won't rise quickly or for the first couple months, but I think once we start heading into April, May, kind of June next year, we'll see this shoe, be, it'll be at a much higher price. It's kind of what I think. I think over time this one will do better. It's more of a long-term hold compared to something like the Jordan 1 Moca Low, which is rising right now. So this one is, again, one if you just kind of get it for retail, maybe hold on to it long term. I definitely see that. It's just a simple one. It's a very simple one, and I think people are going to recognize this. And it is simple for a collaboration, but people are going to recognize this collaboration. It's kind of one of the main points I want to bring, if you kind of understand what I'm saying. So yeah, Jordan 1 High, I'm Minier. If it does have a sneakers release though, then this one might drop a lot more in price, and then that would obviously affect the price of it for the future. But to say the least, I need to get some water, so I'm gonna do that because I don't know what's going on with my voice. But long-term hold, this one right here, most definitely. And finally, aside from this one as a long-term hold, the one I will mention last, and I think this shoe is very, very underrated right now. I just want to mention, I think next year, if the dunk hype does stay consistent, which I think it will stay somewhat consistent, it might drop a bit, but pairs are still going to be reselling very well. Nike Dunk Low Goldenrod. Now, having a Dunk Low that represents the Jordan 1 Low Pollen going for like $150 is very shocking to me. Like, I could find this in size 10 for $150, but it's very odd that I haven't seen a lot of people posting pairs of these. I don't know if it's just me, but I haven't seen many people in the US at least posting pairs, so I don't know if this is one that has had mainly stock overseas in the United Kingdom or, in Europe, that kind of area. I'm not sure, but for at least what I know right now, I know that I haven't seen many of these, and I know that this one will be worth more in the future just because of what it resembles. I know people will be feeling these down the line just next year once there really isn't many pairs dropping or in stores or in outlets, because that's the only reason I'm assuming these are going for as low as they are, is probably because they're at like Foot Lockers or they're constantly restocking, something like that. But once that stops again, this will be one that rises because it's been constantly dropping. Like, these used to go for $180, $200, right around up here, I think. Yeah, this kind of area you can see right here, kind of $190, $200. So I could definitely see it getting back up there. Like, it's probably at its lowest point right now, $150, $140. That's what I think the lowest point for this shoe probably is, like, if we think about it realistically. So I just kind of what I'm saying, and yeah, what do we got here? Something on my phone, hold up. Oh, it's just like some Snipes USA releasing some shoes. It's pretty hard for me to cop that, but yeah, aside from that, just going back into this one again, if I was to hold this one, it would probably be, again, this one might be longer term as well, and I think it is a little bit risky to hold Dunks long term just because the hype isn't going to get any bigger than it has been, in my opinion. I don't know that, let's say like this metaverse stuff or whatever that Facebook has come and, opens up, much sooner than we think, then obviously Nike has all their trademarks and patents to make virtual clothing. That'll blow up the whole space. But I think clothes are already getting a lot bigger. I think the next generation coming in is much more into shoes and, clothing and stuff like that than I think even my generation was, or not generation, you know what I mean. Yes, the next set of people. They're much more into shoes and clothes, I think, and I think we will see that. I think we will see a rise in shoe prices and all that. Shoes are more expensive than they ever have been. Don't forget that. So that's everything I'll mention. We'll kind of head into the outro. If you want to check my Instagrams, any of that down below. Don't forget, you can win your pair of Off-White Dunks. I'm giving out the Web Secret Sauce, so much love to them. I got some stuff I got to send them later today, some work I've been doing for them, so I'm going to make sure I send them that. If they're watching this, I got that on the way. And yeah, that's everything I really need to mention there. I'm just going to, get my raffle entries in today, do some simple work, get this video out, school. I do have a lot of school to do today. I got like a pitch I got to give tomorrow in some class, so I got to think of how I'm going to make that. It's a lot of stuff to think of, but we're going to get it done because we don't stress about it, and we're just going to keep making money. We like that. Something in that. You probably saw my schoolwork and stuff on the screen too towards like the end, but yeah, that's everything. Enough talking. I'll catch you on the next. Peace.